So this is Filthy Lucre. It was recommended to me by Dractoray in my chat, and it's basically it's like a Hitman style game. You play a robber, a particularly murderous robber, at least the way I play.
You, my son, are looking at a broken man.
I'll let him
I've
tell you
been
about it.
run over. My pile, my motors, my stash, all gone. Thanks to that slag Harry Carter, I ain't got a pot to piss in. He thinks I'm finished. But that's where you come in. I need your help to get it all back. You know, I see a bit of me in you. A bit of steel and swagger. A bit of crazy. My brains and your silky skills. We can do this, me old China.
So yeah, this guy's basically Bricktop from Snatch, which makes him amazing. So yeah, like I was saying, it's a Hitman style game in that you go into these levels that have guards on paths. You kind of learn how everything fits together, use your equipment to distract people, murder people, and the goal is not to kill a particular person, but rather to get out with all the stuff. In fact, if you're never detected, and you don't get into any fights, I think you get scored better. You can play it with 2 players, as you can see if I click right now. Is it clicking? If I click, there we go. Second guy shows up, but I'm only one person, so I'm not going to do that. This is my base. This is where I choose my missions, pick my loadout. Let's go over here. So last time I unlocked this pistol crossbow that I never used before, so we're going to see what that's like to play with. The question is, should I play a mission I've played before, or should I try something brand new? It seems like I should try something brand new. Let's try the high rise. Never played that one before. Each of the levels got multiple missions to it, but I haven't unlocked them yet. So we'll just start with that first mission and head on out. So this is a pretty low-budget independent game as far as I can tell. They actually do... one of the things I'm impressed by is some of the shortcuts they take and the decisions that they made to, without having to just blow a bunch of money and time on it, get the game where it needed to be. Okay, so my goal is to pick up some hush money. I've got... but then there's... The secondary goals are the interesting ones because you got to get your main goal, but... You can decide how many of the secondary goals to get. So you could basically maximize the entire map, grab every single thing, or just, make a beeline for the main thing and get out with it. In fact, I think even if you don't get the main objective, I think you can still, as long as you get out alive, I think you still get to keep the money. So, here we are. So, okay, usually I start in a car. This time I'm starting in an elevator. So, basic controls, move around with the left stick, aim with the right stick. Let's see what else. I can switch. Oh, that's interesting. I can't switch my gun. Whoa, my controller is not letting me switch my gun. I'm hitting up and down, and it's treating it like it's left and right, and the left and right aren't doing anything. That's odd. Did some keys get rebound or something? Huh. Inventory. Yeah. Oh, that's odd. Huh. Well, okay, I guess I'm not using that pistol crossbow. Unless I want to go back and swap it into my main slot. All right, so there's a guard. As long as I'm crouched down... Oh, wait. That looks transparent. Okay, so there's a guard with a key that I probably need. There's a guard with no key. I got to figure out how I'm going to take care of him. That, you see in the upper left corner, I've got my, alarm level. I want to keep that low. Things like letting guards set off alarms, setting off general alert. Whoa, crap, this guy saw me coming. Where is he? Uh-oh. If that guy looks the wrong way. Here we go. Boom. Okay, so this is my first example of something great they did. So when you take out when you make a dead body and you want to pick him up, they didn't... Basically, I feel like they just didn't have the time and the resources to solve all the problems involved with trying to align with a ragdoll body that's on the ground, get him up onto your shoulder, drag him someplace. They're like, you know what? You know what would be quicker? If we just did a swap. Just swap that character out for a static mesh body bag. And so basically this character that you're playing carries around an infinite number of duffel bags that he loads guys into. The duffel bags do not hide enemies. Like, if a guard happens by and sees a duffel bag, they react to it just as though they had seen a dead body. So really, this thing isn't giving you any kind of advantage, except, the only person who gets an advantage out of this body bag is the developer not having to solve all these complicated visual problems when all they're trying to do is make a cool, straightforward game. So let's interact. Okay, so we've got that guard over there. That guard over there. 2 guards. 3 guards. And probably one. It looks like there's one. You can see the little guard symbol in the upper left corner. There's a 4th one deeper in the room. Okay, so everybody's facing sort of away-ish. Okay, everybody's facing away. I'm going to quickly get into this room. And what is this? I think this is something that will make noise. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, there's a yellow thing. Wait, I think... Okay, yeah, yellow things are things you want to steal. Blue things are things that make noise. Oh, Xrogan asked, what if I'm using a keyboard to switch weapons? I'm not sure. Actually, no, you have to commit. Because they'll let you play with 2 players on a single machine, you have to commit to a particular set of controls when you are, setting up your character. So no, I can't use the keyboard to switch. That is really unfortunate. Because I don't give a crap about my alternate items. I basically just murder everybody. Okay, so I'm going to do that. That makes noise. It's going to bring in a dude. I have no idea how well I can hide behind this thing. That is how well. Now, I don't actually need to use a body bag right now. But how could I not? It's just my favorite mechanic in the entire world. So I basically wrap up every single guy in a body bag. Hey, Batcat, no, you are not late. This is the very beginning of the stream. Usually I start a lot earlier, but things have been hectic around here. This is when I could do it, so doing kind of a late one today. All right, so is he going to come around? He's coming around this way. No, he's not. He's not? Come on, buddy. Yeah, turn around. Boom. Now, there's a good chance that somebody's going to see me doing this. Got to get out of the way real quick. So you see, around my guy, you'll see little arrows appear indicating where there might be guards that could see me. So right now I got none. If I get close to a guy... Where are these dudes? They all left the room? Okay, so that's a... Okay, I don't want to try to go out that door, because that's a camera. And, oh, looks like there's a bunch of... Oh, man. This guy's coming in here. And... Crap. I'm not ready for that. Okay, looks like I can go through that door. Anything I can steal is marked in yellow. Anything I can... open is marked in green. Things that make noise are marked in blue. It took me a while to get used to it because the colors they chose are the exact same colors that match the buttons of the controller that I'm using. I kept expecting them to align and it would just kind of throw me for a loop when they didn't. But I'm starting to figure it out. Oh crap. Oh, he thinks he saw something. Okay, so here I'm gonna make some noise. Crap. See if I can make this work. Okay, more guys are coming. crap. Always try to call everybody. Nope. I am down. All right. The thing I like about it is I could have salvaged that. You know, like, it's not like the entire thing was automatically just completely destroyed. But check this out. Uses PlayStation buttons on the confirm. So, you know, I think this game, I think it's just recently released, or is it early access? I don't think it's early access. I think it is just recently released, and there's still definitely some rough edges around it. But, you know, it gives this impression of a game that was made on a shoestring budget by people who really love this genre and wanted to expand on it. I mean, this is the kind of game that I would love to make. So definitely feeling that. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze too. That's what I'm feeling like. Ah, come on. Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't. So, X-Organ says it doesn't look bad. I'm like, yeah, no, it is not bad. Like, there's, like I said, they made some really smart trade-offs to make the game work in spite of its, you know, the limitations they were dealing with. So if I shoot him right under that camera, his dead body is going to set off all kinds of alarms. So let's not do it there. You'll notice I don't have a mini-map of any kind. They actually do a really good job of putting information in the world. You see the little money bag symbol, the golden money bag symbol there, the red exit symbol. Those are basically, there's your primary objective has always got a marker, and if you've gotten your primary objective, one of the nearest secondary objective has got a marker. In fact, actually, wait, I think this very top of the screen, I think you might be able to see there is a secondary objective up there. I think that's just your nearest secondary objective. So they're always just putting stuff on the screen, and they do a pretty good job of making things visible, but also making it so they're not so overwhelming that I can't see what I actually want to see. Okay, I really hope nobody catches me while I'm picking this lock. Alright. Take that money. And then... So you've seen me do this before. This is the downside of the game, is the fact that, you know, there's no saving mid-mission. And so if you get 90% of the way through and get killed, you've got to go back and do that whole 90% again. There's no other recourse. What is that? Someone has made a sprinkler. Oh, man. Well, let's... Could try that again, but I think... Batcat's asking how State of Decay 2 is going. Pointed out that that Jeff Strain, who he just interviewed with Larry Herb during some Microsoft promotional video, we gave some hints about State of Decay 2. We just actually hit a milestone today. Can't tell you anything about it, of course. We're not really going to reveal anything about the game for another little while. But no, it's coming along. It's actually, we're just hitting the point where you can really start to sense what the game is going to be like when it's finished. You know, there's still a lot of rough edges and things we got to figure out, but I'm pretty pleased with where it's going. I wish I could tell you a lot, but you know. Oh, so he noticed. He just commented on another guard being missing. Okay, he's gonna see me if I come in there. So let's make some noise. Oh crap, there's a guard over there. Crap.
Hey? I'll go check.
I think the other guard's not going to see me do that. Oh crap.
Put a man down here.
Don't think anybody heard that. Nobody was close enough. I love the way sound works in games. It just carries about 5 feet and then just stops. Oh, X-Organ said he thought the number under the money bag was the amount of money in it. Now, the money bag icon is, yeah, all of the icons that sort of float around on the screen are telling you their distance. Actually, wish the guard ones did that, because sometimes not being able to tell exactly where a guard is can be a problem. Okay, okay, so I can't go through this door right now. Oh, hey, ammo. Use some of that. So it might be I could get this guard to come out. I think he closes the door immediately, though. So I can't take advantage of that to actually get into the room. I need to find that key. Alright, so it looks like I'm probably headed back the way I went before. Yeah, sorry I can't give you any more information than than that, Batcat. Just confirming that yes, we are still working on it. Because that's all we're allowed to talk about right now. Alright, so we got a few guards in there. Which way is this guy gonna go? This is the same guy who caught me before? I will have my revenge. It's kind of funny that this game just does not mince words about you know, whether you're killing people. They're just like, yeah, no, you're murdering everybody. They're not trying to give you like sort of one of those fake non-lethal kills, you know, like, I mean, really, in real life, there isn't a way to completely take somebody out without killing them. You know, I mean, you punch someone in the face, they just come back and start punching you back. There's no like, oh, I punched him and now he's unconscious. Yeah, it's just not a thing. So games that let you do that are kind of cheating the morality a little bit. You know, they're sort of like pretending that in real life a person can be every bit, you know, can just go around and just sort of turn guards off. They can just sort of like, oh, I caught the drop on you, so you're still alive, I'm still a good guy, but you're out of commission. I mean, binding and gagging somebody, maybe. You know, there's maybe you could use certain drugs to knock people out, but even then, you run a good chance if you're doing it to lots of people. A good percentage of them are going to be killed by your drug by accident. There just really isn't a good way to do it. And so in this game, they're just like, yeah, no, if you want to take people out, you're murdering them. And so if you want to play the, you know, the moral version of being a thief, which, you know, I don't know exactly how you do that. If you want to, you know, be doing that, then you've got to play in super hard mode where you are not taking out guards. And I think, I haven't tried it yet, I think these levels are technically winnable that way, but it'll be really hard. So there are a lot of guards here who are all trying to face each other. None of them responded to me making noise by disabling that alarm. So I'm not sure how to get, oh wait, no, I've got distractions, that's right. Let me try throwing one. Okay, so it only grabbed him. Oh, I love that. Like a cartoon character. Just sneaking around this tiny statue. Or sculpture, or whatever you call that. Alright. So let's try to leave this in a place where not everybody's going to find it. So that was one free distraction. Not free. I have 3 of them and I just used one of them. Okay, so... But now that there's not 3 guys, it'll be way, way easier for me to make this work. Their sight ranges are not that long, so I don't have to worry too much about getting seen as long as I'm staying over here. I don't know what this is. Oh, plant listening device. Alright, got one of those. Okay, the guy with the number 2 card key is over there. Is he gonna face away? Sort of. As always, put him in a body bag, even if it's unnecessary. Crap. Okay, is he actually gonna face me at any point, or... Looks like he's probably just gonna turn away, right? There we go. This is going way better than last time. I haven't even seen some of the situations I'm going to get into in the future, though. I've never played this level before. Oh yeah, X Rogan's pointing out that one of the other, nods to realism in this game, or at least one of the mechanics that they did not include because it's silly, is the idea that you can sort of bind yourself to cover, become completely invisible, and then jump from cover to cover without being seen. That can be a fun mechanic in games, but it's not exactly the way the world works usually. Just being technically in cover doesn't really give you much of an advantage. Okay, so there's 2 guards in here. He turns that way. I'd love to turn off these cameras. Oh, hey, looks like I can... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I really hope he turns left. I mean right. Does not turn left. Oh, crap. Okay, that didn't go as well as it could have. I could have sworn he was going to turn the other way. Okay, these guys are looking for me? Are they? Like, have they left their paths for good? Okay, I don't think anyone's coming right now. Oh crap, he is coming. Alright, so if he's off his path now, it's going to be a bit more of a challenge. Oh, interesting. I have to stand up to deal with this safe because it's up on a shelf. Batcat points out that... Oh, wait. Oh. I'll tell you what Batcat pointed out in just a second. I'm going to get caught. One guard there, one guard over there, maybe. Okay, he's coming back. Anyway, Batcat points out that in a lot of cases, in games where you knock people out, sometimes you're in contexts where you know, even if they're technically knocked out, they're gonna be killed if you just leave them there. Uh, and it's just, it really doesn't take seriously, you know, the consequences of your actions. Oh. Anyone hear that? Nobody? Cool.
Hey, stop!
Okay, everybody's up.
We're all fucked. Now get in there and take them out.
So I'm pretty sure that the advantage of the crossbow is it actually kills in one hit, whereas I have to hit him multiple times with this silenced gun, which is ridiculous. It's another kind of weird pieces of video game magic. The idea that because bows are harder to use, that means that they have to be more powerful. It's like just sort of video game balance dictates that the thing that's harder to use has to be the more powerful thing. But you end up in weird situations where you got bows being more powerful than guns, and you're like, what? No, the reason people use guns, I mean, yeah, the fact that they're more easier to use and more accessible is part of it, but pretty hard to escape the fact that they also kill you a lot harder. Alright, so I've only got the one guard left, so I should be home free unless I let that one guy kill me, which, you know, I would not put past me. Alright, we got that sucker. Where did that... Okay, he's over there. I feel like I should run headlong into danger and deal with him. But... Okay, do I have a way to turn that one off? Whoa, where's that guy? Whoa, okay, these guys are still here. Good to know. Okay, I thought there was just the one guard left, but they only show me the guards who are within a certain range of me, so there's actually several guards left. Hey there, Epic Sakura. Okay, is he coming? Okay, there's that guy. Is he gonna see that dead body? Oh, he's still in this. I am out of bullets though. So until I get more, I need to not get into engagements like that. If only I had the ability to switch weapons. Maybe I just need the machine pistol. That has 8 bullets. Yeah, that's not helping me. Well, I guess if I get 2 machine pistols. Oh. Or 3 machine pistols. So is he just going to defend that area? Is that what that means? Okay, you go through that way. Haha. All right. Still haven't gotten my primary objective. I'm just running around taking out guards and grabbing secondary things.
Hey, if we don't stop him, the boss is gonna have our bollocks.
All right. Sneak by here. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. Didn't want to go all the way in there. I think he was going to see me coming. No idea where that guy went. Oh, there he is. I wonder what the red dot flashing under that guy means. Yeah, planning all these listening devices because these guys are going to be at all suspicious after I've murdered everyone in the building. Which way does he go?
He's fucking dead. Good company.
Okay, and here's some more ammo. I don't have card 3 yet.
Stop the wall, fuck!
There are so many guards still. This would have been a completely different experience if I'd managed to stay sneaky the entire time. Oh wait, is that a? I didn't catch that. That's a way to turn off cameras. Let's go do that. Huh. Okay, that guy's got number 3. I'm not sure. I think because they're above me, they can't see me. Okay, so he looks off that edge, walks away. For some reason, I'm more nervous sneaking in this direction. So you see at my feet is my health meter, and you see how it recharges? That means there's no sense of you know, like oh, something bad happened early in the level and now I've got to basically restart because I'm screwed or something like that. Like they don't have any, you know, they kind of give you sort of Call of Duty health. And I can't decide if I think that's better or worse for the game.
Don't let him leave you alive.
Oh, wait, I don't want a pistol. Come on. Alright, I've got the hush money. I kind of want to go get the other money, though. How am I doing on my... the gold jewelry, valuable safe, and escape. Okay, so... let's see if we can get everything. Wait, what? What is happening? That was weird. Okay. We're really close to my escape route here, but what is this? some kind of purple thing.
Don't let him escape. They've got too much swag.
I guess I might as well run if I don't think there's any guards around. Hopefully I'll notice if something about that changes. So I can sneak through these little vents, decide where I want to pop out. I think the fact that your health recharges encourages you to play this like it's an action game. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of aligned with the top-down shooter genre, and like if they had decided to just give you, you know, one allotment of health at the very beginning, and if you take damage, you know, well, that's the damage you took, or if they had there be like rare healing items or something like that, then it would feel more like it was intended to be a stealth game. But because of the decision they made to let your health recharge, it feels like the intent is when stealth screws up, you're supposed to just start running around and shooting people. So, but I guess, you know, one thing that also encourages, because you feel like it's meant to be more of an action game, it means that when something goes wrong, you don't feel like, oh, I need to start over. Like, you see, usually that's the kind of player I am a lot of the time. Now, you wouldn't tell from my videos because a lot of times I feel like I'm in kind of a hurry. And, oh, whoops. Yeah, a lot of times I act like I'm kind of in a hurry, and so I'll, you know, I'll make shortcuts and stuff. When I'm playing on my own, like, I will try to nail a perfect stealth playthrough, and if I screw up, I'll just drop it and try again. But in this game, I never feel like doing that, you know, because I can switch into action mode, the consequences are pretty light, and it's kind of fun, and then I move on. And so, yeah, I think if I played the game a lot, at some point I'd be like, okay, no, now I'm going to try a really good stealth playthrough. There's certainly, you know, better rewards you get at the end if you pull that off. But it kind of makes me, it encourages me subtly to accept the consequences of my action, which is a lot of times it's really hard to get players to do, you know. Another thing that encourages that is the fact that it just takes so freaking long to it takes so long to replay. Like, you know, if you decide, oh, I've screwed up, you can't just go back to a recent save. You know, you, like, there are no recent saves. There's only the save at the very beginning. Finally taking that dude out. Okay, so valuables safe. And escape. Let's find this thing. Okay, so it's there. How do I get in? Oh, I need the 2 key in that room. So I get through that door. Okay, so that's where the safe is. What about... maybe that's the only thing I got left? Alright, let's just start moving this stuff towards the exit. I'm nervous about that camera. Batcat wonders what my thoughts are on the Metal Gear series. I am grateful for what the Metal Gear series has done for the stealth genre. I mean, they practically invented it, and they, you know, developed a lot of the standards and conventions of it. So that I really appreciate. I have no idea what's in this purple thing, but I am excited to find out. But I personally haven't historically enjoyed them very much, just because they've got, like, the gameplay to story ratio is fairly low, which isn't really my style, and I've just, you know, I haven't gotten into the mythology, and so a lot of the storytelling they do is just about things that I have completely lost track of. Now, I've got a lot of friends who've gotten into the latest Metal Gear, and say that it's this amazing open world experience, the kind of thing that I think I probably would get into. But again, it just seemed so overwhelmingly huge, and there was so much mythology I was missing. I kind of just didn't feel like I was very likely to get much out of it, so I decided to skip it. And it does have a little bit of that problem, like, when you... the little bit that I've played... Okay, so I'm going to drop that item off. When things go wrong, things go really wrong. And I tend to prefer... because I don't know, I get so much satisfaction out of the process of... sort of solving the puzzle of the game. Like a few times I've tried to play XCOM and Iron Man mode, where you have to accept all the consequences of your action, and I can see sort of the romance of that. Just the idea of like, yeah, I did this, with the maximum consequences, maximum restrictions, and I pulled it off. And like the pride you get from that, I can totally see that. But a lot of the enjoyment I get out of an experience like that is really about solving the puzzle, right? And you've seen me play a lot of puzzle games on here, and so when I get into a situation that kills me in a game like XCOM, I become obsessed with the idea of like, well, wait, what could I have done? How could I have survived that? And then solving that becomes part of the fun game for me. And so I don't want the Iron Man mode where I have to accept the consequences of all my actions, because it's more interesting to me to figure out what I should have done, which means replaying it until I get it right. Okay, so I've got nothing left to do but escape, so let's just get out of here. Can I escape? Oh, here it is. Interact. Alright, I don't think I'm getting any bonuses for accomplishing things. Aside from me, I got all the objectives, but yeah, complete primary undetected did not happen. Oh, no alarms went off because I killed everyone too quickly. Lots of kills. I found some special treasure. Alright, back to the hideout. So now that I've got some rewards, I can upgrade my arsenal. I can move that crossbow into the slot I can actually use.
Here, listen. Just got a new shipment.
Oh, X-Rogan says that the reason I'm having trouble switching weapons is because of the bug has got a very particular set of repro steps, which involves starting a new game with, inviting a new player. And so I started a second player and then kicked them out again just to show you that the game was co-op at the very beginning. And that's what messed up my controls. So I'll have to remember not to do that next time. Still, just to be safe. Let's go with those two. So, okay, so the cost to upgrade this one is more than I have, but I can upgrade this pistol again. Bigger clip size, more damage. Yeah, sure, why not? It's sort of my mainstay. Problem is, I can't actually see what difference I made. This all looks the same. Man, communicating in menus like this is one of the hardest challenges. I mean, we're trying to solve this problem in State of Decay 2 as well. Like, there's, we've got our first pass in our menus in, but we know we can do better. It's just figuring out what exactly the right solution is to just, so that somebody who's new, who is not me, who I can't sit there and explain the game to, can understand exactly what's going on just from a menu in front of their face. And you want it to be fairly minimalist, so you're not just like overwhelming them with details, but every detail you leave out is a potential chance for somebody to get confused. And so there's a lot of like debates going back and forth, and there's different people with different sort of mental presets, where it's like Brian Giambi, for instance, wants to have every piece of information he can possibly have on the screen, and I'm very much more minimalist. I'm like, I want to have as little as possible, and but I still want to understand certain things. And then somebody else who might be just as minimalist as me, like, wants to have just as few things, but wants different things on the screen than I do. And so we have to kind of, go around in circles and figure out what the average player is going to appreciate and going to benefit from. it's going to be a balance in there somewhere. And so we're trying to do a lot of like UR tests and stuff like that to find the answers. But anyway, so that's Filthy Lucre. I'm not gonna we're not gonna play through multiple levels because you see that took a long time. But if you're into like Hitman style games, which are all about kind of learning guards' patterns and strategically deciding how to distract people, take them out, go after secondary objectives, all that stuff. I mean, this is a pretty good entry into that arena, and it's fairly cheap, so I feel like I definitely felt like it was worth the money to me. So that is Filthy Lucre.